Hello and welcome, Taurus. It's Adam, your psychic witch with Arcana Mundi. I am here at my partner's house, so my regular setup is not available. I apologize. I'm a little close to my camera, so I might be back and forth. Might autofocus a little weird, but we're gonna get this done for you. I apologize for the delay on these guys. My grandmother's in the hospital with COVID, so it's been kind of a rocky week or so. But wanted to get these out for you. So if you would like, welcome if you're new, y'all. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. The way my channel works, I read for the most predominant situations under your sign. So it might not be your reading. Check your moon, rising, and Venus if it's not. The spirits bring forth what sign or what situation needs to be read for in the most urgent scenario at the point in time for the whatever section of the Tauruses I'm reading for. If you'd like a personal reading, you can schedule one through my Linktree link that is in the description box below. That way it's specific to your situations. I do have a holiday reading special going on. So there's actually an option for a holiday tarot reading special. And I think it's a 30-minute reading for $30 rather than a 30-minute reading that is normally $50. I just wanted to offer, because I know it's been a rocky year for everyone, and still want clarity, but can't always afford a $50 reading. So figured at, the holidays we'd pop one out. It's valid till February 1st. You can do that as many times as you want. I would not say same day. That's kind of crazy. But if you wanted, if you wanted to be read like this week and then 2 weeks later, or say you wanted one in December, one in January, you can do it that way. And it does not mean that I'm reading for Christmas or Yule or whatever, okay? Or Kwanzaa or what, it doesn't, Hanukkah, it doesn't matter. I'm not reading for those necessarily. We are reading for whatever situation you need, just like a regular reading with me, okay? So just because it's holiday doesn't mean it's a holiday. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to read your person's feelings towards you, your feelings toward them, and we'll go from there. One more thing on the holiday reading. They are done live through Zoom. So you select your date and time. Within 24 hours of scheduling, I'll accept the appointment and the charge, and then we'll go ahead and I'll send you your email with your Zoom link and passcode so that we can reconvene on a private Zoom reading so that I can read live for you. So you can ask me whatever questions you have, things like that. It's really, I love doing it that way because it's the greatest way I can connect with you guys. So you can do that. There's a donation tab in that same Linktree link if you'd like to make a channel donation. And then there's also a tarot deck donation wish list through Amazon in the description box as well. So if you'd like to contribute in any of those ways, that's great. I do use those decks on my channel. This one was a donation. It is the Dancing in the Dark Tarot. So I love this one. Thank you, whoever sent me this one. She didn't attach they didn't attach a name. I'm assuming it was a girl. I don't know why. I think because the email sounded like a girl's name. Anyway, guys, we are gonna go ahead and get started here. You can attach a note if you do donate a deck, so that way I know who sent it to me, and I'll usually mention you on here. But thank you, whoever sent me this one. So, this person truly feels for my Taurus. I feel like you're dealing with a fire sign. There is frustration, possibly involving a third party communication. This person, a lot of cards coming out here. Okay, so first of all, bottom of the deck, I had some extra cards come out. We're just going to read them. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like there's a new level of communication occurring. I feel like communication was a little harsh for you, Taurus, with this person. Not harsh, but just like lacking. Like maybe for a little bit, there was some time where you were kind of feeling like maybe you, like, the communication was just like shut off. I'm getting a sense that there is a little bit of sexual frustration, cognitively aware with this person. Possibly, they're very attracted to you. I do feel you might be dealing with a Virgo, another Taurus. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this person, they may feel like someone is communicating. Sorry, The clock's going off. But they may feel like someone is communicating or maybe meddling in this situation a little bit, or they may feel like maybe there's a huge emphasis on sex at this point in time, or something is not occurring in the physical romantic aspect. Okay. Now, foundationally, this person is up in their head. They're kind of looking for answers within themselves, where that's why this communication, the Ace of Swords, came down through the bottom. I feel like this person has a lot on their plate right now. They're really trying to make sense of things, and like they kind of keep this a little under the rug. I feel like this person doesn't like to burden people with their problems, so they like to figure them out on their own. And sometimes that can be great, but sometimes it can really weigh on the situation. Um, it can kind of make things a little more difficult. But they do see strong commitment with you. They feel like maybe twin flame, higher level of commitment, soulmate energy, possible marriage, or some kind of contract that will be eventual between you two. Um, but the overall card that fell out over the rest of their feelings is the Ten of Cups. They do feel emotionally fulfilled with you. There is love, there is harmony, there's a lot of happiness that surrounds this connection and potential of building a family. Okay, it's the people who would stick together through it all because the emotionality is there. Um, rather than sticking through it for other things. I feel like this person feels like you emotionally value them, and that's why they're in this seclusion area of trying to figure things out. Okay, Taurus. And I feel like they don't want to burden you, but there is some kind of like addiction, possibly someone could be dealing with as well. With that double card, that just came through pretty strong. Whether it's like drugs or drinking or something, or maybe even like a porn addiction or a sexual addiction, like that is very possible as well. Um, but I do feel like they desire you, but there's some kind of blockade happening between that Queen of Wands and the double card here. I'm going to see if I can get to the bottom of that in the mutual. What I'm looking at here with your energy, how you feel toward them, again, a third party. I don't feel like this is like a cheating scenario. I feel like the third party is emotionally invested in the connection. So this third party could be like a family member, a friend, or something to that effect that may be kind of spilling their emotions over and kind of, maybe putting thoughts in the minds of the other. Like maybe it's someone you guys confide in and they confide in, or you confide in, vice versa, that might be kind of making you guys feel like things are a certain way when they're really not. And it's not that this person is necessarily being malicious. Sometimes with the devil card, though, it can be. Um, but it's a way of, kind of saying, like, we've all had times where we talk to our friends and they say something, and then you're like starting to think about things in a different way. Like, oh, he might be cheating on me. Oh, this person might be doing that. Oh, she might be running around. Oh, she might be, whatever, like maybe this relationship isn't healthy, that kind of stuff that like affects our thought processes about our connections. And I feel like that might be happening a little bit right now, especially with the holidays. I'm feeling for some of you it's a family thing, so keep that in mind. But what's interesting is, Taurus, you very well understand that you guys can endure this and get through this. Okay, with the strength card here, it's all about endurance. You know that it's about an infinite connection of trust and loyalty. And I feel like you understand that no matter what you guys face, you're willing to get through it because you value and understand the connection. I feel very strongly some of you are dealing with a Leo, or some of you might be dealing with a Cancer as well. Taurus, I have Taurus very strong, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. Um, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be just, it doesn't have to be any of those, but if you are feeling that way, then, or if you are associating with one of those, and that's just some extra validation. But if not, we can all embody any of the given signs at any point in time, okay? Um, Foundationally, you are kind of watching to see whether or not this can be victorious, okay, Taurus? And I feel like a lot of that, I'm feeling a sense of doubt. There's a self doubt aspect from past relationships that you've been in. And I feel like with everything going on in this relationship, you get a little nervous when the communication's a little low, and then maybe you push. So just be cautious, like, because you're determined to make it work. So sometimes you can be like a little, immaturely communicative, and we all can. I'm a Taurus, so I'm calling myself out on this shit too. But um, there might be some kind of aspect of, like immature communication coming through because, you're trying to validate is what I just heard. So it's like you're trying to make sure that like this person is feeling how you feel toward them, toward you, where I feel like this person tends to show through actions sometimes, but it might, sometimes their actions and their words kind of confuse you a little bit. And that's okay. I feel like the communication will be coming. I feel like there's a lot of undue stress from third parties right now. Um, whether that be family, it could even be like holidays and family and, like things like that. So keep that in mind. Like, maybe someone's not ready for you to meet their family. Maybe you're not ready for someone to meet your family. Maybe, like, just there's a lot of financial pressure happening. Breathe. Things will go okay. Okay. Just keep focused on your true goal of loving this person and embracing the connection. I feel like you're getting a little sidetracked by potentially, your determination to make sure things are good and going to endure, because this is foundational to the strength card here. But keep vigilant about the external parties, Taurus. Okay, so like friends, family, people who are emotionally involved in the connection, and how they affect your thought processes about your own connection. Okay, um, let's go ahead and check the mutual here. I feel like right now, let me give me a minute. Okay, so bottom of the deck, I feel like the soul situation going on is like the equal balance of give and take within the connection, okay? Someone is feeling a little breadcrumbed, okay? Whether that be you or them, but it might even be both of you for some of you. I feel like, maybe you give in a different way than this person expects to receive, and they give in a different way than you expect to receive. And I feel like it's about the communication that gets on the same page. Remember, we had that Ace of Swords. Now, what I'm looking at here, I feel like right now things are very hectic for you guys at work. There's a lot of work happening, there's a lot of things going on. Then there's also, like, the potential some of you are going to be traveling, or, trying to decide what to do about travel. Maybe, again, I'm feeling weird about like family stuff. There might be something going on with like not necessarily ready to meet the family, and they're trying to make a decision whether they take you or not, or you take them, vice versa. It could be you in that scenario, because of third parties and how they feel about the connection. Okay, like I actually feel like that's pretty emphasized right now. We have to explore our own true thoughts about this connection with the King of Swords here, okay? We have to think about things logically and rationally and come to a point where we are more understanding of the other person's situation, okay? I feel like a lot of times, especially around the holidays, because we've got so much stress and so many things going on, that we need to really focus on where the other person might be coming from and how they're feeling. And we need to understand how we can accommodate and make things a little easier on them too, and vice versa. So I feel like in the mutual, you guys are both trying to understand each other, you're trying to figure things out. And then we also have the Ace of Cups here. So there is a huge amount of love between you two, okay? It's a divine gift. You see each other as a divine gift, and you know that you emotionally have this well of true, solid love for each other. The understanding aspect is about learning how to figure things out and restore that balance, okay? And understand how to balance each other's energy out and give what each other need rather than seek what we need. Does that make sense? Sometimes we get so focused on seeking what we need that we forget that, you know, there's another person in our connections and we need to make sure that their needs are met as well, and in turn hope that they will respect our needs as well. So I think it's more about getting on the same page right now, and I feel like a lot of this just has to do with like holiday stress, work stress, things like that. um, I feel like someone's feeling quite overwhelmed at work. Someone may actually be considering leaving their job, Taurus. Whether that's you or them, I'm not sure. This will be healed. There's resurrection here, okay? Um, so the Horn of Gabriel with the cross on the flag, this is all about healing and vibrational frequency raising. So one thing you can figure, like, so musically, it's very symbolic in this card actually. Musically, there is a vibrational frequency to every single note that we listen to. Now, the energy frequency of this is powerful enough to resurrect. Okay? So, the energy frequency of this card is powerful enough to resurrect the situation and breathe life into it again. So, if you are in a connection where it feels kind of rough, there will be reconciliation, apologies, some kind of emotional expression and offer with this person. Okay, Taurus. Now, what I'm looking at with this, I want to go back to that judgment card, the Horn of Gabriel. Okay. If you are feeling very low vibrational, which can happen around the holidays, there are tons of vibrational frequency videos here on YouTube. Okay. So there are like, and they're free. And one of the best ways that I utilize those is when I go to bed, I put one for a specific purpose on, and I listen to that on low while I sleep. And that really helps to raise my energy when I'm feeling depleted or when I'm feeling like stressed about a situation. If there's like, there's one that I use that uses like, it's for negativity, fear and blocks. And then there's one for like, um, vibrating on a positive, there's all different ones, raising your vibration, things like that. So check those out if you're feeling very drained and low, and see if that helps you, because for me that's a big one. It's a very amazing and effective quick way to change your vibrational frequencies. There's also ones to balance your chakras, so check those out here on YouTube. Those guys are awesome. I think there's like meditative mind, power thoughts, meditation, I don't know, stuff like that. There's so many different ones. Just check them out, okay? Because vibrational frequency really plays a strong effect in our lives. And sometimes when you're listening to like, you know, our modern day music that's like or like kind of edgy or like, you know, promiscuous, that all changes our vibrational frequency. Like, who hasn't listened to a song that's very promiscuous and felt a little slutty after? You know, we all did. But anyway, so keep that in mind. Like, the things you listen to affect you. The vibrational frequencies of music are very, very real. So, if you need that, check those out. But anyway, sorry, tangent over. But I do feel that this connection is going to be fine. I think that it's, you guys have a lot of understanding and love for each other. I think it just comes down to the communication and learning to give equally to meet each other's needs, because I feel like your needs are very different, especially if this person is a fire sign or like a Virgo or a Cancer. I have heavy Leo, or even, well, Taurus, you guys are kind of, you know, but especially if you're in that energy, like, their needs are more different. Like, Cancer's needs are very different than a Taurus. A Leo's needs are very different than a Taurus. A Virgo's needs are very different than a Taurus. A Gemini's needs, it could be a Gemini too, with the lovers, but, you know, we need to understand, like, we're all individuals, and sometimes people place importance on different aspects of what they need from a person. So try to figure out what theirs are. Okay. If you need to, read that five love languages book. I don't know. But there's like that love languages book. I think it's like the five love languages or something. If you know what it is, please type the name of it in the description box below. That book is phenomenal for understanding what certain people need from connections. It is phenomenal for helping. I've actually been recommending this for a while, but we really need to understand and prioritize other people's needs when we're in connections as well as our own. Okay, like, yes, set healthy boundaries and all of that, but sometimes, like, we can be kind of blind to what another person needs, and it really just shuts us down. It shuts us down from being able to progress and provide for our partner what they need, and, in return, receive what we need. Does that make sense? Anyway, Taurus, I know this is kind of messy, but I think you'll get through it. It's not, there's a lot of love here. There is a ton of love here from your person. So if you're doubting that this person loves you, know that they love you. There's just a little bit of a communication barrier, potentially some kind of third party advice that might be string or perceptions of things that might be kind of skewing the clarity between you two. So it's very important that you guys communicate clearly, respectfully, and lovingly. But I wish you guys all the best. If you need a personal reading, again, there's that holiday reading special. Just go to my Linktree link below, and there's a tab for my store, and you can book right on that website for my store. Just select the holiday tarot reading. It's 30 minutes for $30. And we do it live over Zoom, so that's the only requirement, is that you download the free Zoom app. Okay. But anyway, I wish you guys all the best in this. I am sending you tons of positive energy. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will be back for you guys again soon. I'm actually gonna go back to my old like order of things, because I kind of switched up the order of how I read, because I always started with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then went on, and I don't know. I feel out of whack doing it the other way. So we're going to go back to our old way. So, anyways, I love you guys. Sending you tons of positive energy. You will get through this. Everything will be good. And I hope you have a happy holiday if I don't see you before. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be back here in the next few days with some more readings for you guys. Love you. Have an amazing week. Thanks for watching.